Evening all, RaMarcus here, back again with another video, back again with another Rift S video. Now, you can probably see from this title of this video, I'm going to explain why I have this VR headset. You'll know from watching this channel, I tend to cover Oculus Quest, Oculus Go, mobile VR, and that sort of thing. A little bit of content creation with VR 180 and 360 type stuff, but mainly sort of the mobile headset. So why do I have a Rift S? Now, there's a few reasons. Firstly, why not? I have a pretty beefy PC with a Threadripper CPU, a 2080 Ti graphics card, and all that good stuff, so it absolutely is a beast for playing games with, so why don't I use it? So, you know, that's the reason. I mean, you can use the Oculus Quest to play it, but it's good. It's 95% of the experience. You are cable free, but it's not perfect. It does require a little bit of setup, whereas this is just plug it in, play, don't have to mess around with it. But, you know, I think mainly it's like, why not? The other reason is, well, I want to test this headset. Will this headset be any good for using in a VR arcade? Now you're saying, Marcus, what are you on about a VR arcade? That doesn't make any sense. Why would you be talking about that? Well, if those of you who kind of follow me, maybe you've been in my Discord, you've been a patron or whatever, you may have been hearing rumblings of something that I've been doing, and part of the reason why I've been so quiet over the last few weeks. So it's been quiet on the channel because the kids are off for school holidays, so that's one of the reasons. Nice pair of controllers. So the last 7 weeks they've been off pretty much away from school, stopping me from doing videos in the daytime and all that good stuff. So I've had to be kind of like picking and choosing my moments for doing videos, so I haven't been as consistent as I have been before, but I want, and I will be getting back into that, so don't worry about that. The channel will pick up again. But one of the other reasons I've been so quiet is that I've been looking into setting up my own VR arcade for the city that I live in. And one of the things, obviously, with the reasons why I bought this headset is to kind of look at it and see whether it would actually work in a VR arcade scenario. So I can have a little play with it now for myself, just for the sake of having the headset, and then get a real good feel for it, because we know the vibes work. You see those in VR arcades and arcade machines and all sorts, and it seems to be the preferred headset. But could the Rift S work in a VR arcade as well? So first looking at it, nice length cable on there, that's pretty cool. I guess my only kind of issue, I think, with regards to the headset itself is more around hygiene. It's got, there aren't many sort of replacement facial covers, like VR cover haven't brought any out, AMVR haven't, anything like that. But it's got this kind of like paddy foam sort of facial piece. I guess you can probably get some sort of cover to go on that, or people, when they kind of do the VR experiences, they put the sort of thing on. But then you've also got this kind of halo band that's all padded that doesn't come off. Or does it come off? It doesn't look like it comes off. So that will get super soaked in sweat, and no one wants to be sharing their sweat with anybody else. So I don't know, it might work well. We're going to have some VR races, so we'll have sort of hopefully 6, maybe even 8 sit down sort of car setups with a VR headset. People won't sweat too much when they're playing those games, so this might be a cost effective way of doing those. Then you don't have to have sensors up, because with the Rift you're going to need sensors up for everything to cover everybody, to make sure they're kind of covered for tracking. So without that, it should be okay with this. And being seated, they're not moving around too much either, so you know, it's a bit of a win. I'm not sure for the booth whether they'll work. I think they would be quite cool to do a Rift only arcade, because I don't think people really ever do that. But because of the padding and stuff, I'm not sure we're going to be able to. So the arcade, we've pretty much got all the funding together already, so we're all pretty much sorted and ready to go. It will be opening up in my hometown, or not my hometown, I wasn't born and bred here, but this is where I live at the moment, of Gloucester in the UK, and we're looking for maybe sort of November time to open the arcade. So what we will do, and what you will see on this channel, is me vlogging it, you know, the process of setting it all up, of doing it. I am leading the charge. It will be my arcade, and you know, it's my passion, and it's going to take up probably a lot of my time, to be fair, and drag me away from YouTube a little bit, but I think there'll be a lot of cool YouTube content that comes from it. So you'll get to kind of see behind the scenes. I've got a phone call in a minute, just in a few minutes actually, with a company that does software behind the scenes. Because as you imagine, in an arcade, you can play some VR games on a VR headset, HTC Vive or whatever. You've got to get those licensed from the people who make them. You can't just, you know, play their game for free. You've got to give them a little cut of whatever you make, basically, to kind of keep it fair, sort of thing. So you're allowed to use the games and that. So it's it'll be interesting to kind of see how that works, how you kind of, you know, start people off in VR. The lessons we've got to go through to teaching people who are new to VR, and it'll be that pretty much every single day, because although we're into VR and we're big into VR and we love it, there are a lot of people out there who have never touched it, and I've got to, as a business, target them as well. Get them trying it, get them giving it a go. You can't dismiss anybody in any generation. There's going to be a few of these Chinese machines. I don't know if you've ever seen them. There's a couple of ride-on ones. There's one where it's two like video pods. They kind of look like eggs. They shake around. They've got some like 100 different videos on them. You shoot some things in a few of them, and we're going to be have those. And we're also going to have like one where you kind of sit on it, and you sit on it, and then it's like a slide, and it wiggles around. You've got like a seatbelt on holding you in, and you're going down like a water slide sort of thing. Those machines, to be fair, will be priced quite cheap, because we're technically using those as advertising. So they're sticking them near the windows, sticking them where people will see as they walk past the arcade, and be tempted in to either try it themselves or convince somebody else to do it, so they can then record them and stick them on Facebook and be like, where did you try that? Oh, I'm gonna have to go down to that arcade. So it's all in the works. I'm excited. The content on the channel will probably be affected as well, but I'll try and figure out some sort of schedule so I put out some regular content each week regardless of what I'm doing. So I've got loads of stuff to catch up on. I've got loads of videos to do, so I'm looking forward to kind of plugging this headset in and giving it a proper sort of test. Even keeping this at home, I think it would be perfect. My PC is here. I tend to play in that space just behind the camera there, so it works well for me. I do like LCD panels. I've heard some good stuff about this headset. So yeah, I'm looking forward to kind of giving it a go, and I'll let you guys know what I think about it as well, if you guys are interested. I think there are times sometimes where I've wanted to do a little bit more comparison stuff between Quest and Rift. Technically I can do it by using just the Quest, but it's nice to have this headset, because so I can kind of say, look, this is how it actually looks. How it looks streamed to the Quest is going to be look a little bit different how it looks streamed to the Rift. So with that in mind, I'll do a few more of those type of videos. So if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments down below. But this should be an interesting few months. If you're interested at all in supporting what I do with the arcade, what I might do in the future, the soon future, is put up some sort of GoFundMe or something, whereas if you guys donate to me and the arcade, in the arcade itself we'll put sort of a Hall of Fame word cloud type thing of everybody who donates. So the more you donate, the bigger your name is compared to everyone else. So somebody who donates $100 gets a big name, somebody who donates a $1 gets 1/100th the size of their name on the wall. But everyone gets their space on the wall, so if you donate $1, you donate $100, you donate $100,000 if you really wanted to, you get your space on the wall, and I think that's quite cool. So if you guys want to kind of be involved in that, let me know in the comments down below. I'll probably update the description if and when I sort of set that up, and I'll likely do a dedicated video on it anyway, because you know, you guys like to know. You guys do seem to like to know what I'm up to, and that's one of the things I am. So I'm very, very excited. I can't wait to get started. Hopefully over the next few days we'll get it sort of all ironed out, contract signed, and we'll be progressing. But yeah, hopefully you guys will be interested to come along on this journey with me, and I'm excited to bring you guys with me. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about it. The arcade itself is going to be called VR XPERIENCE, so it's VR experience without the first E, and we've got that all sort of through. The company's that name, we've got some website stuff, so we're sorting that all out, but hopefully you'll see a lot more of that soon. So let me know what you think about this whole thing in the comments down below, and let me know what you think about the Rift S if you do have one, and what sort of quirks are that I should be aware of. Is there anybody out there who has a VR arcade and they do use them? I'd be interested to know. But if you found this video interesting, give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down. That's fine. I'm big enough and ugly enough to take it. But do let me know in the comments down below why I didn't like it. I try and do better for next time. Become one of the RaMarcus. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified when I next upload a video. And that's me done. I'm out. Have a virtual high five.